Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. The narcissist, the covert narcissist trait of crazy making. Now, the covert narcissist is somebody who really belays a very subdued mask. So on the outward appearance, they may seem extremely shy, extremely placid, extremely disconnected maybe from their family, their relationships. They just seem to be somewhat socially inept. Yet, however, there's a lot going on underneath the surface. So imagine like the search for the Loch Ness Monster. People know that it's there, but it rarely rears its head. So such is the exposure of the covert narcissist. The covert narcissist has a deep sort of secrecy within them, where they very rarely let out their true feelings, their true emotions, their true personality, their true input into relationships, family, people in their center of influence. And usually it's years before someone realizes that they're the target of this sort of supply. And one of the traits that will kind of lead to the exposure or really kind of discovering, hopefully, the bottom line with this person is that of crazy making. Crazy making is, in essence, an incongruence between what they say and what they do. So they might be in a committed relationship to you, but they don't act very committed. They might say that they're going to take care of certain things, or they might profess their love to you, but their actions do not really match up with their root words. There's an emotional incongruence. Oftentimes, they might not even express their emotions to you, which can create even more crazy making because you're trying to do things to try to pull it out of them, and yet you find that a lot of these approaches that you use just end up exhausting you and not really getting you the results, not really getting you where you want to be with this person. And in fact, you're trying to take responsibility for them, which is ultimately what they want to do. And that is part of the crazy making, where the covert narcissist wants you to bend over backwards. You know, how high do you need to jump? You know, how many flip-flops can you do to ultimately please them? And they'll just continue to take it in, and to the point where really you don't know where your needs are in terms of the enmeshment. Your needs somehow, and rather than being your own, becoming their needs. Everything that they need becomes the sole focus of your life, your activities, your endeavors, and a lot of chaos generally will erupt once this is continued for a certain amount of time. So the cognitive dissonance is a control tactic. It's a crazy-making tactic that is meant to really confuse you and to keep you confused. So you don't know whether you're coming or going, but one thing for sure is it'll keep you working harder for them to try to make sure that the relationship is on track, or to make sure things to continue to come. However, you don't realize you're working double hard for half the receiving. And so in the exposure of this, it can be very devastating. You really need to pull back and reduce the sort of giving to them. Stop giving them the sort of supply either by verbal, still communicating with them, still explaining things to them, still helping them. Really stop a lot of those behaviors and begin to take care of yourself. Draw the line. Say never again. No longer am I going to get caught up in this crazy making and get deceived and deluded and give of myself till I'm blue in the face. I'm now going to continue to give to myself and the others who actually deserve it. And my word is law. What I say is going to occur. I actually back up my promise to myself with a commitment, and it's not that I'm interested to heal, I am committed to healing. Whoa. Ugh, a bee. Sorry. It's summertime here, and a good time to be having a little bit of private discussion with you outdoors here. However, the bees are fast and furious. So please be aware of that cognitive dissonance. Begin to aware of the negative impact that it's having on you. Really learn to determine the cause, because once you identify the cause, you can begin to stop the symptom, which is the confusion, which results in the flashbacks, which results in the anger, the regret, or the resentment. Realize that was the cause, and then let it go. Let them go. Let that crazy making go, and basically say, never again am I going to be involved in that. I'm not getting sucked in. I'm not falling for that. That is not me. I am me, and I am free. I am declaring to take care of myself. That's all I'm responsible for. I'm not responsible for this person's emotional evolution. I'm not involved in taking care of them. It is not my responsibility to make sure that they're happy. I'm responsible for myself, and I love being responsible and accountable to myself. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.